What's going on, guys? This audio is coming straight from my bedroom, so it's gonna be super bad. But anyway, this is just kind of a video. And yeah, so I haven't posted in a while, and the reason for that is just I've been literally so focused on this chopper, trying to make it go faster, trying to get upgrades for it, trying to make it look a little better, a little stronger, clean it up, just been so focused. And you can see a couple little things done to it. But yesterday I went on a group ride with a bunch of people, met these moped guys, super nice, been going to their workshop, helping them out, build stuff, and they've been helping me put my bike in the lift. And this was yesterday. I put my bike in the lift and I sanded my cylinder because I poured the exhaust, and my compression was already bad anyway because I added that bottom spacer. So I sanded the head. At their shop they had a belt sander because I had to remove about like 4 millimeters, and my compression was lower because my exhaust was raised and widened. Anyway, they helped me do that. It's about 0.8 millimeters right now, so it's as good as compression as you can get. Any smaller you'll start pinging, but it's honestly at its best performance right now. It's working great. It's almost at 40 miles per hour. My max RPM, I got this RPM gauge. That's the max RPM I've hit, 8,870, and that's with this pipe being tuned at the hit. It starts resonating at 7,000 RPM and then goes all the way up to 8,800 really well, and you can feel the power. It pulls really nice. It's pulled the best it's ever pulled before. Yeah, like I said, raised and widened the exhaust quite a bit. Smaller squish. That's kind of it. I did other small things, but it's not like they're big deals. But yeah, I reinforced it, and this is where a lot of my time and energy went into. So buddy at the moped shop had an extra chopper frame, super rusty, and you can actually, I don't know if you can see it through there, that's it right there. And I cut the back pieces, so I cut right here on the rusted frame, welded it right here, same on both sides, top and bottom, and then I cut around here and reinforced inner too, and it's holding up great. Because I want to make this thing go faster in the future, stuff like that, and I just want to keep reinforcing it because this frame isn't the strongest. But yeah, I also made new handlebars. I don't know if y'all seen that yet. They're pretty nice. They're taller. They're pretty comfortable. Stuff like that. New grips. I hated the old ones. They made my hands smell, and I hate the throttle. The throttle kept like slipping on the like the grip kept slipping on the plastic piece under it. I hate that. It would come out at times, super dangerous. I added this back. I got a new seat. People kept roasting me, and that's from the guy that gave me the other chopper frame. So new seat, back rack. That's from my Coleman mini bike, the front rack. But it got stolen. Not a big deal to me, 150 bucks, kind of down the drain, but honestly, not gonna, take it too personally. The other seat, I reinforced this back rack. I flipped this kind of sissy bar here, flipped it upside down, welded it here to reinforce this. Because I do want to make it like a second seat and add some back pegs, just spinning out ideas. But yeah, it's pretty much complete. One problem with it, when I was on the group ride yesterday, the engine blew up. I know exactly what happened. It's not something I could have avoided, honestly. Actually, I could have avoided it. Let me tell you what happened. So I was riding with them, about a group of like 8 guys. We're all killing it. About a 10-mile ride. Made it about halfway. My engine started rattling really, really bad. I was like, I don't know what that is. Maybe my chain's loose. Maybe something, I don't know, like the clutch or something. I have no idea what it could be. Good thing I was in the group ride, so I didn't stop. I kept going, but whenever I hear a noise that's not common, I always stop. But since I was in a group ride, I didn't want to slow anyone down. This is what happened. So this is a Tilson 090 carb. Add this velocity stack on it. But so this is the choke mechanism. This slides in here, and there's this. It's usually flat, but this bolts on in there in the middle with that bolt. Basically what happened, I was riding and I saw it was flicking like this up and down more than usual because I had this rubber band on it to keep it open, and it was like flipping around more than usual. I was like, that's kind of weird. Maybe it's not, I didn't notice it, but the bolt that holds that butterfly valve on literally got sucked into the engine. So the engine seized. One of the guys pulled over for me, called a ride. They had a guy at the shop that had a truck. I'll show a picture on the screen. It was not a truck, it was an Element, but I'll show a picture of the screen. But yeah, he ended up picking me up, taking the bike. We still went to the group ride where everyone was meeting. My bike stayed in the car. I didn't want to grab it out, but still a great night. Now it's the next day, and now I have to diagnose how effed the engine is. This is what I'm hoping for. Best case scenario, my bearings are bad. They got seized. That's fine. Another good case scenario would be the cylinder and piston are gone. I would be fine with that because my plans are to buy a V80 cylinder on Amazon anyway to get more performance. I hope the bottom end and the top, the head, are completely good. That's what I hope for. And the crank, because I spent a lot of time drilling holes in that. My guess, this is what I guess, all right, because I've had an engine blow on me before. It was completely my fault. I sprayed carb cleaner down it to try to get it started, and it seized, and the piston, bottom of the piston assembly blew up, the con rod, everything like that, the bearing. And when that happened, all the pieces got lodged in between the crank and the case, seizing the crank. That's what I hope for. I have no idea. But that's what this video is going to be, taking this engine apart, seeing how effed it is. It's kind of a shame, you know, but maybe it's kind of like a blessing in disguise. Anyways, let's get on to it. Time lapse, let's go. All right, here's the piston. Got a huge hole in the side of it. No scores. I mean, not more than I already had. So this is the intake side, so that's probably right where the bolt was. Closing and entering on the intake. Dang, look at that score right there. Yep. I'm not going to be able to reuse this. Good news is I have a replacement piston. Bad news is it's a high hole piston. Throw the cylinder on real quick. See, it looks fine, but yeah. So I have two options. Oh, and by the way, the cylinder is completely fine. Little bit of gashing right there, but it's fine because the piston doesn't even go there. You can kind of see where it went in. Intake right there, but everything else is perfectly fine. My exhaust porting looks exactly how it did. But so I have two options. I can either buy a new piston, or I can buy a V80 cylinder kit and go like way faster than any modification you could do to this. I'll probably give this to my friend because this is actually a really good cylinder with good porting. I mean, I had good power with this. I think I did a good job with the exhaust port. Didn't do too much with the intake port, but yeah, you can see how much I had to sand it down. It's pretty much flush. Do have this cylinder, but this one's trash. Probably just give this one to my friend. Okay. Well, buy the V80 cylinder, $60, not too much. That's pretty much it. I don't feel anything in the bottom end. I spun the crank over with the drill a lot, and I don't feel anything in the bottom end. I don't want to take it apart So I'm just gonna leave it how it is. Clean it out, a few washes with gasoline, but it feels fine. Just the piston was harmed, nothing else. But yeah, that's it. I don't really have anything else. Yeah, my V80 cylinder. Put it on, make a video about it, hopefully, I don't know. That's it. Peace.